is Google.
I don't know why.
He's hurting more down the stairs. I don't. Alright. I think he wants to be on stream. She wants to be a famous girl. Okay. Alright. Okay, we get it.
She wants to be famous on my stream. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. We are live, people.
That is how Leica is when she
Hello,
wants.
stream.
Hello, stream.
Say stream. With my 0 viewers.
Leica will,
I think.
will very vocally tell you what she wants. Yeah, I don't know either. Anyway, okay, so you guys are in the cave. You have a lamp, yes? Who's got the lantern?
Fred.
I think it was
Fred.
Fred, okay. Did you have oil on you? I can't remember.
Did Fred have oil on
Fred
him?
did.
Fred does, yeah.
Pushing it back in.
Well then.
Oh. Okay.
Well, what else do you want me to do?
Alright, I'm gonna have to let the dog in a minute. More left the door open.
That's fine.
I should come back in.
Yeah.
Close it.
I don't like having it open because it's cold.
I'll start checking you.
Alright, sorry, stream. Alright, so the three of you are still kind of in the entrance of that cavern.
Yes, with the chest.
Kind of a huge... It's sort of like a globe around the chest, the way that it's set up. Although you can tell that it's ancient. Whereas the chest looks not ancient. Like old maybe, but not as ancient as the caverns do.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have to bug because now she's barking at people. Hold on.
So, did Emu try and walk across it in spider form? Yeah, last session.
He transformed while stuck on it.
Okay.
He got stuck and didn't really sink, but was still stuck.
Oops. Alright, sorry.
No, don't worry. We're thinking. All our plans are now gone because we didn't know the dimensions of the room.
You hear kind of a loud noise echo down from the tunnel behind you.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. If Emu transforms somewhere, does he keep his solid footing or not?
What do you mean?
Like if he was to transform from a spider on top of the chest, would he back into human form? Would he be fine? Would you have to make a check or what?
I'm sure you'd have to make a dex check.
Okay.
If you're on some particularly weird area. I mean, the chest's probably not too hard to balance on. It's fairly large. But, he'd probably make that, but...
How far can the spider jump?
About 10 feet.
Okay.
Which is pretty good for a tiny fucking spider.
Yeah. Okay. Amy, what's the range of your web? Maximum range that you can cast right now?
11 plus 5.
So
that's 16. 16 times 5 is what? Like 120 feet?
Okay. So you could easily do the 50 feet across the quicksand stuff, wouldn't you?
No, 80 feet plus an extra 89 feet. 85 feet, sorry.
Okay.
I can do it. I can do it pretty well during the, like on the circumference, but not vertically.
No, I'm just thinking if we throw the spider over with the rope, then have you transform on top of the chest, you can then tie the rope to the chest somewhere. We can then pull the rope taut, you can then spider across it again, transform, go around the other side of the chest, and then web it. And then that's how we do it. Then we just put enough tension on it to lift the chest, and then walk it off.
I could do that without getting off the chest and
Yeah,
not transform it.
Yeah, but then how do you get off though? What's the range? Do you have the same range with the web as in spider form as you do in human form?
Yes, it's regardless of
Size.
the size of the caster.
Okay. How do you feel about that plan? Because you could end up dying here. We could end up losing the rope as well.
So you throw the rope to get it on the chest.
Yeah, with you on
A
it.
rope. Couldn't I just walk on the rope after it's fat, like on it?
No, because if the rope touches the base of the cavern, it's going to sink, isn't it?
Yeah. We could always just keep throwing it until we get it at a nice, like, well rested. That way it won't slip off.
Yeah, but as soon as it slips off once, then it's going to hit the ground. And
It'll take some time to pull off.
if we even manage to get it out.
Hmm.
That's why we need Jacob with his fucking knife.
Would have been handy.
I'm tempted to just leave it for now and come back for it.
Can I? So if I divvy up my spider web casting, can I hold the casting on one of my limbs until I need it, or does it have to be in the same at the same time
Sorry,
if I
what?
already spent the points? So if I were to cast spider silk with like two limbs and I hold it off on one casting, is that possible, or do I have to do it at the same time?
I don't understand what you're trying to accomplish.
Uh,
So he
so
can cast spider silk once, and he can split it between two limbs. So can he let one limb, cast the silk and then hold it on the other one in the same casting?
No. You could do two different castings. I don't understand why you're trying to not cast it twice at once.
You can move.
I don't know if I can keep concentrating on one casting when I cast another.
Why do you need to do it both at the same time?
He wants to so what Steve wants to do is put the stress on both spider silk casting so that it sort of lifts it up off the ground, so that we can then
The chest.
Yeah, so we can lift the chest off, so we can essentially create an arc that it then lifts on.
Then why you? How are you going to lift it? The thing probably weighs like 80 pounds.
Yeah, there's three of
spider
us.
silk holds up to 500 pounds.
And there's three of us.
What are you going? How are you planning on pulling on it? That
By holding onto the silk. So there'll be silk, like the edge of the cavern to the chest, and then from the chest to one of us, and then we pull on that way.
Yeah, you can do that through two different castings. I don't know why you. Why are you trying to?
It's just I didn't know if I could keep one of the silks up while I did another casting. That's why I was asking.
I mean, it doesn't just vanish when you're done, does it?
It stays up to 1 minute, and I can maintain
Exactly.
the
So I
duration.
don't understand.
Oh, so it stays for up to 1 minute, does it?
Yeah, it stays up for 1 minute, and I can put in extra points to maintain it.
Right. Okay. That's fine then. Okay, have you got enough length to do both sides of the chest then? To the chamber walls, because it's 50 feet across, isn't it? The entire chamber? Like from the center?
I'm going to need a bit extra, so we will need to do a ritual so I get like a few extra points.
Okay. How long would that take?
Oh, let's look up ritual. I think it's 10 times as long, but I'm not 100% sure. This is ceremonial magic in GURPS terms. There's a whole type of magic for ceremonial, for the other stuff. There's a whole ritual magic system that we haven't used. Okay. Okay. You know about maintenance cost and whatnot, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You can maintain a spell without concentration unless the spell requires constant concentration and change, like maneuvering a levitating objects. Spells like this require only that you take the concentrate maneuver. If you're distracted, injured, or stunned, you make a will roll at -3. If you fail, the spell doesn't end, but it remains precisely the state where you were distracted and does not respond to change until you can concentrate on it again. On a critical fail, the spell ends. Casting does not break, another spell does not break concentration, but you suffer a skill penalty for doing two things at once.
Alright. So yeah,
Casting spells while maintaining other spells. You can only cast one new spell at a time, however you can cast new spells before older ones end. Apply the following modifiers when you cast spells when you have other spells active. -3 per spell you are concentrating on. -1 per other spell you have on at the moment but doesn't require concentration. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it'd be a -1 to do Spider Silk again, yeah? It doesn't require concentration.
Yes,
Yeah.
it require concentration. Although if he kept concentrating on it, it would last more than a minute, yes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of up to you how you do it.
And I was looking at for ceremonial magic. The minimum it's 10 times the duration, the casting time of the spell.
That's what I thought.
Non-magic users can only give 1 extra point. So if Isaiah and Fred, yeah, I could take extra time to improve my chances of casting it.
Yep.
But that's only if like there's negative. That really doesn't really. It's not really necessary.
You can see why Terran leveraging the many people that he or creatures he has works well, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is more for like, I don't know, wizards or priests who have a following and such, cultists, things like that. It is nice if you have other spellcasting people with you because I can add more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you only get so much out of 2 guys that don't know shit about magic.
Yeah, as much as I'd say, I think we might have to leave it for now and come back.
Alright, I'm late.
He's here! Oh my god! Alright, fuck it, we can do it!
Yes.
Oh my god, thank god! Yes! You, sir, are just in the nick of time.
I had the meeting, and then my mum called me, and it was a long, big family thing, and I was just sat here like, oh, for fuck's sake, leave me alone, I need to go.
I can
And
honestly
it got
say
to the point where I literally just randomly sat there on the phone with her. I was like, right, Mum, seriously, I need to go.
I can honestly
Let me
say
go.
I've never been happier to hear your voice in a call before.
I
All right.
We were
think. Thank you.
we were just about to leave this and go, fuck it, we'll come back for it, but no, now you're here.
He's not with you. Hold on. Okay, so Jacob, we're gonna retcon a little bit of what happened to you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
You got all the way to the point in the river where Bob and Darren jumped in. I'm gonna say you decided you weren't crazy enough to fucking jump.
Yeah, he sees them jump. He's like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
And you waited for hours probably. Like, how long would you wait?
We'd probably wait a good hour or two. Sees they're not coming back. He's like, "Okay, well,
They're dead.
Yeah, after
fine then." It's just a thing of, well, I'm not risking my life.
after a couple hours, they don't come back, and you have maybe they drowned. Who knows?
The table looks so weird on my screen.
Is it missing some textures?
Quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Is it?
Oh, mine's perfectly fine, don't reset. It's doing maths for me again. Hasn't
Yeah.
done that in years.
If you open that, you'll see what I mean.
If it's usable, it's fine. If not,
It's usable, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
But just look at it.
Where?
I'm streaming it in Discord.
Oh, means you've got Discord.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
It's usable, but
It's basically like the texture that doesn't have any contact to it. The border of the
yeah,
of the table.
it seems fine.
yeah, no, it's perfectly playable. I just thought I'd show it.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. PTS is not without its issues.
We can get the
All right.
fucking chest.
Yeah, you waited a while, and then you did. What did you have for a light source?
I'm assuming probably just a standard torch.
Okay, you only have the one, so you probably
Pretty sure he only has the one. Yeah,
get the fuck out of here.
yeah. He's just like, oh, it's starting to flicker. Run.
Indeed, your torch goes out part way, and you just make your way by feel for a while.
I mean, he has matches, doesn't he? Because he smokes cigars, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got, but
But they don't really give off much light, and they don't really last very long.
basically you're lighting one, making sure you're going the right way, going for quite a while, and then lighting another one. By the time you you get back to what you recognize as the tunnel down to where the lake with the issues was. These guys haven't been there, so
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say it out loud. And you see some light up ahead. I assume you go towards it. You find Isaiah and Imya.
Hasn't met Isaiah before.
Yeah, I was about to say one of which he hasn't met before.
Yep, you recognize Imya at least, and Fred. They're looking at the chest.
Okay.
Has he ever seen a chest before?
You're probably extraordinarily happy to see light.
He sees light. He's like, oh, thank God.
Fred's got a lantern. Fred looks at you. Hey, man, what are you doing down here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
We came down looking for the niece and nephew.
Oh, okay. Well, I think Darren did as well.
So,
Well, where does Fred?
so you're telling me Floyd's already been down here?
I don't know who that is.
Darren.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Then, yeah. They found they apparently chased some people and there was a big hole with a river at the bottom. They jumped. And I just sort of, I didn't really fancy jumping in. I'm not the greatest swimmer, as you probably remember.
I got no idea who you are, friend.
Oh, sorry, my manners. I'm Jacob. And he sort of holds out a hand.
Isaiah extends his hand. Isaiah. I noticed the scars.
Yeah.
Uh,
Very scarred hands.
Mm,
you want to describe Isaiah? Now's probably a good time.
okay. Including his new addition. Is that still there?
Sorry,
What's he
what?
got, an extra finger now or something?
His new addition, is that still there?
Yep.
Okay. So, standing before you is a man in his late 20s. He's about 6'4", 160 pounds. He's wearing a new shirt, some sort of dark trousers, jeans, maybe, with snakeskin boots and leather Stetson as well. He's got quite a long rifle on his back, which you can see poking over on his shoulder. You'll see he's got a couple of pistols on his hips. And in the center of his forehead, there is a large eye, and it's an alligator's eye. It's it's got the green around it and the vertical slit pupil, and it's just open and it's sort of looking around.
He sort of gives it a strange look, but doesn't say anything. He's just sort of, that's odd.
The eye blinks at you.
And
he sort of just gives it a straight, like, sort of side eyes it for a second. Just okay.
it blinks horizontally as well. It's not a vertical blink like a human.
Yeah.
It's horizontal.
Okay then.
The eye thinks, are these people useful?
Isaiah says out loud, yeah, most of them.
I just sort of give him a weird look. I'm just like,
Oh, the eye.
I'm not going to ask.
Yeah, the eye has been talking to me. It's new. Like
Fair
a
enough.
day or less. Like a night.
I've seen some weird shit, so fair enough.
Yeah. Alright then.
What? So what's with the chest?
Well, it's just it's a curiosity that I cannot quite seem to itch. I won't know what's in it. Why the fuck is down here?
Any ideas, Imya?
I could try with my spider silk spell. However, he looks around at the room. I don't think I have enough energy within me to cast it.
Do you have a power stone?
Yeah, 5 points. I'm taking into consideration.
Where's my notepad?
However, because of Terran, I think I have an idea of making it possible.
Look, just because I'm an idiot and I've just realised I've only got one written down. What was the second spell in my stone? It was blink and
Blur?
invisibility. Blur. That's one. I've just realised I only had one written down.
But didn't you give that to Darren?
No,
think
don't
so,
give
yeah.
it back.
Oh, okay.
I gave it to him when we were doing something, and then well, no, I said I was going to give it to him, and then he asked about it, and then I went to give it to him, and he said no, keep it.
What was the other one?
It was,
Blink.
They were both stealth type things.
Yeah, it was blink and blur.
Okay.
Blink was the one I already had written down. I just remembered that there was a second one and couldn't think of what it was.
Yeah.
So, Jacob, seeing as up is all here now, I guess. What exactly do you bring to this group?
Knives.
Close range or what? Close range specialist? Dice people up or
Throwing.
throwing knives? Well.
And I will just sort of take two out, because now I can use two at a time. And just fling both into the wall behind the chest.
The wall?
It's a stone
The
wall.
You're basically in a giant globe where there's 50 feet of some sort of strange terrain between you and the chest, but there's another like 50 feet to the walls.
Okay. Then I will just sort of grab them out, throw them while they're in midair, and they just come flying back.
Okay.
Well, that is mighty fine parlor trick.
other than that, I'd say I do have some contacts.
Right. You think you could hit that chest with your knives?
How far away is it?
As close as you can get, it's about 50 feet, unless you want to walk on the sandier-looking terrain near it.
Could I reach it?
Yeah, you can throw a knife 50 feet. Do you
Yeah,
want to?
probably.
Do you want to walk closer?
Surveying the area, does it look like it would be safe to walk closer?
Do I see him
It
looking at the ground on that?
look dangerous. No, yeah, he's clearly checking it out.
Yeah, I wouldn't walk on there if I was you.
Fair enough. I could
Yes.
probably hit it from here, yeah? Why?
Well, we want to try and get off. Get it over to us. Thinking of ways of doing it is all.
I'm not entirely sure if they'll be able to pull the weight, but I can try.
The terrain's kind of like a magic quicksand, so we tried throwing a rope, but it got sucked under eventually.
We haven't tried that.
Hmm?
We haven't tried that.
No.
I believe it was Darren that tried that.
Yeah,
didn't
Darren tried that. Darren and Bob tried
He
that.
Fred tried it when trying to save who was it, Isaiah or me?
One of you, yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
He did lose his rope.
Well, I can
We
try.
lost it? I thought we got it back.
No.
Oh.
I don't know if it will necessarily.
Tried dragging the rope out, to my knowledge.
I don't know if it will necessarily be able to pull all that weight, but I can try.
No, I'm just thinking. Do you know that Emil here could change into Spider?
Yes, yeah, we've used that to great effect.
No, I'm just wondering his way of getting him over onto that chest without losing any more rope.
Emu, you want to try again?
He nods and then turns into a spider.
I pull the knife out, flick it so that the handle is in Emu's direction.
Once he climbs onto it, he anchors himself with some thread and puts some distance so that he's not in risk of getting grabbed by Jacob.
Yeah, I'm sort of just going to hold it for a second and actually take time to aim for this. Just to be sure. And I'm assuming I'm just rolling thrown weapon.
Oh wait, can we work on real quick? Amy had never said about his idea to get extra fatigue points
To who?
to the group.
Yeah, I'd have to talk.
Yeah, he'll
that.
turn back before he gets to throw. I almost forgot to tell you my plan. So I can't do it with the amount of energy I have. However, Taryn gave me some insight on how to get extra strength from other people.
Okay.
Our tribe does this a lot as well, but we have never done it before the change of the world.
Okay.
There
What do
is
you need to do?
a ritual we do to lend inner energy to other people. If you all stand in a sort of prayer motion, I could complete a ceremony to enhance my spells, which would let me cast a bit my spider stick with a bit more distance.
Okay, well, do you want to try that first, or?
So, I've got a slightly different idea of what we should do. If we can get you over there, then you transform on top of the chest. Then you catch a rope that Jacob here throws at you. You then tie it to the chest, use your silk on the other end. We put enough weight, put enough force behind the rope to lift that chest off the ground slightly. Then we can just walk it around.
could also just attach the rope to one of the knives to throw it over.
That will make the throw much more difficult.
Good
Actually,
point.
kind of hard to tie a rope to a knife.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but wasn't Emia supposed to catch it and then tie it?
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that it would make it a bit easier to throw it over.
The knife, yeah.
Next thing, he just needs to hit the chest, doesn't he? You to catch it.
So what side
Yeah.
of the room? On the ceiling or on the sides?
On the side.
Side, okay. Opposite side?
Yeah, so it's any side really. No, one of the sides.
Okay.
Because then we'll go the other side. We'll put tension on the rope and the web to then lift the chest off the ground.
Yeah,
Then
alright.
we'll walk around, maintaining tension.
Okay. Right. Well, I guess we need to get Emir over there first.
That we do.
And do the same thing. Turn into a spider, anchor, and drop a bit on the knife.
Yeah. And I'm gonna spend time to aim before throwing, and yeet, which I'm assuming is thrown weapon.
Yeah, so you're just... Alright,
I'm
what you're doing?
I'm aiming for the chest itself.
Okay,
So aiming to stick it into the chest.
alright.
And having spent time to aim, I will admit it's been a while. I don't remember what the aiming does.
Just gives you a plus for, I think, up to +3 for each second you aim.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do the full 3.
Alright.
Right, so +3 on top of my things. Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah,
nice roll.
that's a success.
All
By
right.
a lot.
Hey, you hit it with the knife. It thunks into the wood.
Alright, Emia gets off the knife
Now
and
for the
climbs up.
sketchy part.
He climbs up to the part of the top of the chest. Before he turns back to human, he's going to do the casting first.
Okay, and you're good enough to do that without gestures of any kind?
Yes, I got a 17 in the skill.
And I'm going to leave the knife there just in case he needs to get back if it starts fucking up.
You have a what? 17?
Yeah.
Okay, so you reduce the cost by 1. Magic.
So since it's
17, you must speak a word or two or make a small gesture, but not both.
can I do a gesture as a spider?
Yes, you can gesture with your spider legs. I have ruled.
All right. So he's going to do that, cast it to the wall, and attach it to the chest.
Can you throw it all the way to the wall?
Well, if I put in, since it's 50, I need to put in
9,
50 divided by 5. That's
10.
10 minus 1 is 9.
So,
Yeah, 9 fatigue points. I can do it.
Okay.
I'm just imagining it in me being that picture.
What are you
10.
attaching the silk to on the chest?
Yeah. One side is going to 90 degrees angle with the party from the chest, and the other half is going to be attached to the side of the chest. Yeah, the side of the chest.
or the handle.
Alright.
Yeah.
No, the side of the chest or the handle. Which one?
It does not have handles. It does have a large padlock.
Yeah, on the front though, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so
Fuck.
so just the side of the chest then.
Alright.
There's no fucking handles.
How much energy you got left?
After that, I got 11 minus 9. That is 2. So I'm going to add an extra 3 points from the
Stone.
or
Stone.
the stone, yeah, which leaves him at 5.
Okay. And the stones at how many?
At 2.
All right. You are not quite totally exhausted, but you're pretty winded for a spider.
Right. Then I will sort of go, right, rope time, I guess.
Yeah.
Before that, he's gonna try to take his time to transform without falling.
Oh god. This is the sketchy part.
Yeah.
All right.
You better
Yeah.
roll well.
Dexterity check.
Is the chest on a platform or anything? Or
Oh, it's on the
It's
ground.
on a piece of circular stone that's different than the sandy area in front of it.
Does fit affect this?
Pretty-
I don't remember.
Pretty much just large enough to fit the chest. Sorry, what?
I don't think fit affects this roll, does it?
No.
Okay.
Come on, roll well.
It's just less fatigue when you're doing non-spells.
Yeah.
Come on.
that's
8.
an 8.
Yeah.
Success by 3.
You managed to once.
Okay.
You managed to stay on.
Okay.
What are you
Right,
doing now?
How are we going to attach the rope to the chest? I thought the handle was on it. I didn't think to check. That's my bad.
I got an idea.
What?
Throw it to me. I'll tie it to the around the chest and stick a bit of it to the spider silk so we're sure it doesn't fall off.
Okay,
I
I
can
like
look.
that. I like that.
I mean, you might as well just secure the rope with the spider silk.
He was already cast once. Well, he could cast again for free, couldn't he?
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Is
Right,
it just one to cast?
Yes.
It's 1 to cast, but for my first 5 feet, it's free since that -1.
Are you still maintaining the old one?
Has it been a minute yet?
Are you maintaining it, or did you let it go?
I'll let it go since I think it'll be okay for that minute.
All right, you only have the minute then, and time is counting down.
Right, I will
Right.
grab the rope and throw it across.
Okay.
Actually, 1 minute. I will anchor one end into the floor next to us with a knife and then throw it.
All right, that takes some valuable time.
Yeah, I'll just sort of stick it on the floor, stab a knife through it, and then throw the other end at him. Which I'm assuming is just normal throwing, right?
That is not a good way to secure the rope.
No, it's not. Well, you said it now, so I can't say
That's all
anything
he.
else.
That's all he thought. That's all he could think of. If anyone else said anything, he wouldn't have done it. But
Yep.
You accidentally sliced through the rope.
well, shit.
At least the end.
Isaiah will grab the end and hold it above floor level as well, so it doesn't drop on the floor and get stuck to the floor.
Right at the end and didn't really lose any length.
Right, so it's just straight throwing for this one, right?
It is just throwing it.
Okay, and no aiming time because he doesn't want to waste time.
Yeah. Oh, that's not bad.
That's a 9, so that's a success by 8.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Sweet.
All
Do I
right.
have to roll to catch it?
No, don't give my ideas.
Yeah, make a dex roll because
Does the amount I succeeded by help him in that?
I was gonna make it anyway. Possibly,
Fair enough.
he's also trying to keep his balance while he's doing it.
Yeah.
So
That's fair enough.
make a dex roll.
Oh no, come on.
Make a
Oh,
good
thank
check.
God. Oh, thank fuck. That's an 8.
7, 8.
Oh my
Success
God.
by 3.
Oh my
Keep your
God.
foot. You feel like the longer you stay here, the more you're gonna be, tempting fate.
It's fine. It's
Alright.
not gonna be long.
Success by 3.
And it's just
yeah.
by 9.
Are you anchoring it with spider silk now? Because you'll have to cast that.
Yeah, he'll wrap it around the chest and anchor it with spider silk.
I mean, you don't
You
have to
can't
wrap
really-
it around. You could just go straight to the other side
Oh,
with spider
yeah.
silk.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that then.
Not enough rope to wrap it around the chest anyway, but anchoring it with the silk is fine.
Alright,
Yeah.
so I'll do
Right,
that.
and as soon as he's anchored it, I guess we'll start putting the tension on it and moving it straight away.
That's success.
10, 11, 12. Success by 5.
Okay.
Is that for anchoring it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so he'll turn into a spider and walk all the way back on the rope.
Okay. We pull on it and we get Fred to help as well. Because he
Alright,
was
so
there
you're
when we were discussing the plan.
just trying to pull it off the floor?
Yeah, so we get it off the floor, then we want to walk around with it, so it arcs off the quicksand shit.
Alright.
Okay. We'll be rolling.
And you're still running down the rope?
Yeah,
What are you guys doing?
we're pulling on the rope.
We're like moving it around.
Yeah. Do we need to roll?
No, not really, but
Okay.
your time with the spider book is at least
Running.
on.
Yeah, I mean, there's 3 of us putting tension on it, so we shouldn't struggle lifting it, and then we're all moving as well. You know,
Yeah.
that shouldn't be too long. I can quite easily see what happening in a minute.
It's a bit, you get it probably about 3/4 of the way across before the spider silk disappears and it falls into the sand.
Since it's still attached, we just
Only-
start pulling it. Yeah, just start pulling it as hard as we can to get it out.
Okay, we start pulling on it then.
Alright, this is going to take some serious strength rolls.
That's a very good roll. That's a 5. That's a
Right,
success.
pre-warning, my strength is kind of shit.
That's a success by 7.
Fred is putting his back into it as well.
That's a fail by
By how many?
Jacob,
3.
Okay.
does anyone even try?
No, he's pulling, but he's just like,
Yeah, slipping on the ground instead.
yeah, it's like his feet give out.
Make me a strength roll, Lemia.
Oh, I've already gone through all the way from the other side of the rope.
Yep.
Okay.
Don't question it. Oh.
13 failure by 2.
Oh,
Alright, you accidentally fall down while pulling on the rope.
fine, as long as it doesn't fall into the shit.
Alright, make another strength roll. It's going towards you, but it's very, very hard.
That's fine.
Everybody again?
That's better.
Yep.
Success by 2.
That's 9, 11. Success by 1.
Yes! 6! Success by 4.
Alright, well, thanks to Imya actually putting in some effort.
And me actually not falling over.
Yep. You do manage to pull it to the edge.
What, as in out or just to the edge?
It's like halfway out.
Okay, let's
It's
keep
not-
on it then.
He'll do another casting of spider silk
Okay, fair enough.
and anchor it to a wall next to them.
Okay, are you maintaining that?
Yes.
It's about 50 feet to the wall.
Or you could just anchor it. Do you have to anchor it to something, or can you just anchor
I
it
could-
to yourself?
Or to one of us.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it to one of the...
He could attach it to himself, but he's not strong.
No.
Oh, can he not just like keep it so that it's attached to the thing on the other end and it hasn't left his body? Or
Yes, what I was thinking is just anchor it to like...
Here's at
a
this point,
s- Sorry, what?
the existing silk disappears at this point.
Yeah, the thing I wanted to do is like anchor it to a solid surface so that we can keep pulling without worrying of dropping it.
But
I
you
mean-
Anchor it to the floor.
So you just said that the existing silk is gone, so do you mean the stuff that was on the rope, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, we need
I'll-
to re-anchor the rope to the chest.
Yeah, okay, so 50 fatigue points.
No, just
Uh,
don't re-anchor
just
the
cast it.
rope to the chest.
Yeah, he'll do that then. And this time I'll keep focus on that casting so he's sure it stays.
Okay.
Okay, now do I do my strength roll?
Yeah, now we
Yep.
roll strength. Okay.
Yep.
Hey!
That was
Success
not
by
good.
3.
That's
11, 12, success by 5.
failure by 1.
For
Fred.
that,
Fred gets a critical success.
Oh, thank God.
Hey!
I got failure by
And I
1.
got a success by 3 as well. So
It was mostly, halfway onto the stone anyway. You managed to make it, yank it the rest of the way.
Okay.
Ugh. And as it gets there, I just sort of grab the knife and yank it out of the chest because I left it there.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Everyone who was strengthening, you've expended 2 fatigue points.
Okay. So that's everyone then.
Yeah.
So one for those who has fit.
You're fit. Yeah, we'll reduce that.
Oh, okay.
You're fit or very fit.
Well, I don't have that. I decided against it instead. I'd other
That's
stuff
alright.
needed.
I do.
You can rest.
Can I
Yeah.
try and pick the lock on the chest? Is it unlocked? Is it
You hear more loud noises coming down from the other tunnel.
How close are they?
Not close.
Okay. Can I try and pick the lock on the chest quick?
You can try. It has ruins on it.
Amy's taking that time to rest and recovers fatigue points.
Let's try picking the lock.
Are you using a skill for that?
I am indeed.
I
No, not you.
Oh.
have meditation.
Do you have
Uh,
cover energy spell?
no, I don't.
Okay. Then it's going to take like 10 minutes a point.
All right,
Or
10 minutes.
something like that.
Okay.
That is good. You should look into that spell.
So that's a success
That's
by...
your-
Sorry.
Yeah.
Success by 7 for lockpicking.
The runes glow at you and just... It doesn't pick.
Okay. Well.
Okay. Waste of a good roll. Success by 7. I guess I'll need a crit success, you know.
It's trying to indicate the lock was magic.
Yeah.
Right, well, I guess we need to wait for that then.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, what are the noises?
Oh god, no idea.
I mean, you haven't had Emu look at the lock or anything.
No, true.
Okay, yeah, I sort of turn around and just, you know magic-y stuff. Well, have a look, and I will just draw knives and keep an eye on the direction the noises were coming from.
I'll give it a look.
You can give it a look, but these runes look similar to the ones that were on Darren. You think maybe Barnabas would have info on this? Or maybe Crassus.
All right. I'll translate that to everyone.
But you could carry it out if you needed to.
So you tell us that Crassus could unlock it, yeah?
Crassus or a Barnabas.
So he's an old man or a turncoat, you say?
Well,
I'm saying those two are the ones who would be most knowledgeable of what this is.
Okay.
Unfortunately, needs must.
Yeah. Well, right now our needs are to save the sheriff's niece and nephew in it, so I feel like we're wasting
Well,
enough time here on this endeavor.
From the sounds of what was going on with Darren, wait, quick clarification. Which of them was it he was after? It was the nephew, wasn't it? That he was following.
Yes.
Because I remember he mentioned it to me, I just couldn't remember which one it
Yeah.
was. So yeah, there's just so from the sounds of it, he's after the nephew. Not sure about the niece personally.
When you say he was after them, what exactly do you mean?
He is also trying to get them back.
Yeah, no, I get that, but where the fuck is he now?
Well, there was a underground river that way. They jumped because apparently they went down that way. So yeah, I can't swim very well, and it had, by the looks of it, a very strong current. I was kind of a bit skeptical about jumping in.
Also, it went down into a hole. There was no, like...
Yeah, it didn't look like it went anywhere.
There was no thing once you went inside, so you're at the mercy of wherever the hell it ended up.
Yeah, I wasn't comfortable with risking that personally.
I do not blame you. I would not follow them down there either.
It's mostly just I'm not a very good swimmer.
Now, son, you don't gotta explain to me, alright? I agree with you. That is not somewhere I'd want to go.
Fair enough. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure where the niece was. So
You got any idea what them noises is?
do I have any idea, love?
I don't think so.
No, Darren, Isaiah never said anything about Darren and Bob even.
No.
Unfortunately, I didn't get any information about that.
Alright.
I think they said something about a tentacle monster, but that was about all I remember.
Oh,
Did they say
what?
something about a tentacle monster?
Probably.
Was that something they said?
Oh, what now, says Fred?
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, what? Sorry,
I
son.
don't know. They said something about tentacles and something. I don't know. It was all a bit confusing.
Either of you ever come across tentacle monster before? Isaiah says to Fred and Emiya.
Emiya shakes his head, utterly exhausted.
A lot of weird shit, says Fred.
So is that a yes or no?
I mean, maybe. Find tentacle monster, says Fred.
Monster with tentacles.
So, between you and me, love, he has.
Oh, yeah. He has. He just doesn't want to talk about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Define
detect
tentacle
lies
monster.
there.
Monster with tentacles.
Yeah, detect lies, body language. I want to, metagame the shit out of this moment. No, I won't do that.
I just, as soon as he says define tentacle monster, I just sort of look at him and just, I don't know, monster with tentacles.
Yeah, I mean, what more do you need?
That's about all I know, is they said something about a tentacle monster. I
Well,
didn't really ask any further questions because I was a bit too confused to do that.
I don't know nothing about this tentacle monster, says Fred.
So you have come across one before then? Because you said
It's
this
possible.
tentacle monster.
Possible, he says, but I doubt it's the same one, man. There's all sorts of weird shit down these places.
You're not wrong there. Alright, well, I guess we prepare for tentacle monster, I guess. Just in case. If it's not, great. If it is, at least we're prepared.
Exactly as one prepare for tentacle monster.
I don't know, just expect a tentacle monster so that when it comes you don't shit yourself.
You make it sound so easy.
I mean, if you're expecting a tentacle monster, it does mean that a tentacle monster is less likely to frighten you.
I mean,
Alright, you guys mind if we take like a 5-10 minute break?
go for it.
No?
Sure.
We got the chest!
Well, we're gonna see what's inside it once we get it out of there.
Yes, if we get out of there. 'Cause
See,
know
I
it's-
knew being able to throw knives would be useful.
Yes, it's one of those things, like you, right at the beginning, it's like, I
You
wish Mac
never
was
here.
here.
About it.
Yeah, I wish Mac was here. But, that's how we get him across and get a knife, get the rope on there. But,
it's one of those things that it's just like, this guy is going to die so quickly being in the Wild West with nothing but throwing knives, and then it turns out he actually has a lot of really good usefulness.
yeah, he survives in the Weird West, but not the Wild West. Strange. Ah, we got the fucking chest.
Legit.
Oh my god.
For Emiya, legit, the moment he got that spider transformation is when he got just like overpowered. Oh lordy. He got from useful info gathering to useful spy infiltrator and then ambush mastered. Like, ugh.
I just love the idea of Jacob being like, yes, that was finally useful. He just sat in the corner just quietly to himself. Yeah, I did something. Just doing a little jig in the corner.
Isaiah sees all of this.
Oh lordy.
So,
He's just sat there thinking, yeah, the knife and Imia trick worked again. I just love the idea that the previous time he did it, Imia's just sat there going, ah! the whole way along the night.
What were you gonna say, Steve?
I'm just glad to be able to finally be able to play this character. I've been sitting on him since we had that chat, all like way back when.
Yeah. I think the
Same
funny
thing
thing
for
is he has
my,
a very similar name to what Jacob was originally going to be called.
Now, what was he originally going to be called?
Isaac. Because if you remember his last name, he's almost, if he had have been Isaac, he would have literally been named after the guy from Dead Space because his name's Jacob Clark.
No, Isaiah does, well, hasn't come up yet, but he will have a habit of calling people by their last name. So
Yeah,
get used to being called Mr. Clark.
fine by him.
He doesn't have
He
a
gets
last
called.
name.
He gets called that by all professional contacts because they don't like using names. You know, bounty hunters do tend to avoid using their using their first names.
Mm-hmm.
Because if all they have is a last name to go by, there's a lot more people with that last name than there is with both of their names.
Yes.
It's a lot easier to find someone if you have their first name.
Mm. No, where the fuck do you go then? Up there? Yeah. Nope. Fuck.
Oh, I have a question because I'm curious what people think. I recently did a bit of a doodle of a rogue character or character I'm thinking of doing at some point for a D&D thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I want people's opinion on the actual picture. Let me just save it real quick because I sent it from my phone. I can't be asked to use my phone for anything. I'll put it in the D&D chat for now, I guess. The only reason he hasn't got a face is because I hate drawing faces.
I just make him faceless, it's fine.
But yeah.
You know, faceless. So I must
He
admit that head.
encountered a
Just,
face stealer.
yeah, so that head just reminds me of Matt Mercer quite a lot for some reason.
Yeah, I realised that after I'd finished drawing it. I finished drawing it and I was like, wow, that really does look like Matt, doesn't it?
Oh, that's pretty cool though. I like it.
That was just I was just sat there thinking, I need to draw something. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll do some doodling, do a character or something. His hands are a bit fucked up because I'm terrible at hands, but I'm quite happy with the rest of it. I couldn't be bothered to go and do actual texturing for the clothes.
Yeah, fair enough.
The only part I did was the the cloak around the top of the neck because you kind of need that, otherwise it just looks weird.
Yes.
But yeah, I couldn't be bothered to texture a lot of it, and my coloured pencils are fucking trash, which is why all of the colouring looks like shit because I got bored halfway through and couldn't be bothered anymore. I finished drawing it and I was just going to leave it as an outline for a while because I couldn't be bothered to colour it. And then I thought, no, I should at least get a colour scheme going or something.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's something I might end up using at some point as a character in, a couple of games, or I might put it as an NPC in one of my worlds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just the amount of fucking characters I've been writing at the minute. Like, not even to use, just to have something to do.
Yeah. It was like, I mean, the only reason I haven't bought a D&D Beyond subscription yet is because I only have a few characters anyway, so I can afford to just make some and then delete them.
Yeah.
Because a DM friend of mine, it's actually a guy who DMs my midweek games.
Mm-hmm.
He has the subscription, so obviously he can have as many as he wants, and he has like 100 odd different characters in it.
Yep. Tell me about that. I fucking know that pain.
All of which are just random NPCs from his world. So like, one of them is a artificer that is current. Like, how I've mentioned that's the one with the character that has like the pet dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he started out with a pseudo dragon familiar because of the warlock thing, and then turned it into an actual dragon.
Yeah.
Well, it lost its familial essence in that transformation, so it's no longer a familiar.
Okay.
So he can't unsummon it to keep it safe.
Brilliant.
So he's gone to this artificer and is basically making Vex's necklace from Critical Role.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically making a little necklace that transports it into its own little plane.
Yes, that's pretty cool.
But they're saying the mages that are doing it are saying it's going to take them like 2 weeks of in-game time,
Jeez.
which is like 2.5 months of sessions, unless we're doing like long travel.
Yes.
Which is why I've been trying to convince the party to stop teleporting everywhere and actually use the cart that we have. Just so we can burn down some time for it. Because every time I'm not there for those sessions due to like a meeting or a family thing or anything, one of them has to play my character, and none of them have a clue how to play a barbarian.
Brilliant.
And twice now my dragon has gone unconscious because of them not understanding how to play the character. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to save that guy for a NPC or something. Unless it comes up as something I can play in a session or something. I suppose I should probably draw it. I should probably draw Eli at some point, shouldn't I?
Probably. I was thinking of running a Christmas one-shot, but it then got to Christmas, like, oh, I have nothing prepared for it.
Yeah, I normally do like either a charity run or a charity stream at the beginning of December, but this year I just couldn't. Like I was not in the mental state to do it.
No.
So I just avoided it because normally, because obviously I've mentioned the whole miscarried daughter and whatnot thing before.
Yes.
The 5th of December would have been her birthday. So normally I do a charity run on that day, but obviously because of lockdown I couldn't. So I was going to do a charity stream, and then it got round to the night before, and I was just like, I can't do it.
Cancer research or someone were doing a game for 20 hours thing. I was thinking about doing that, but it's like, well, what do I do? So can I do D&D for 20 hours? Maybe. But what else could I do instead?
Yeah, I was about to say, D&D is one of those things you could easily do for that long. You just write, a couple of adventures or just a one-shot that will take forever.
Yes.
Or you just bring our group and write a one-shot that's only supposed to take 3 hours and let's go for the rest of it.
Yeah, 6 weeks. Yeah, 6 fucking sessions. Yeah, guys, this should take maybe like 3 to 6 hours. 6 weeks later.
Was it only 6?
Yeah, 3 to 6 hours is what I planned for it. It was 3 encounters.
No, I mean, was it only 6 sessions it took us? I thought it took us longer than that.
I think it was 6 sessions.
Oh yeah, because the whole thing was just to save the whole thing was just to save the woman and bring her back to the city.
Yes, yes.
The first session we didn't even get to the start of the quest.
No, yes. It was meant to be a case of so you got told, yeah, there's this guy that wants something, wants help with something. Go see him. And nobody
we
went.
Fucked around for about an hour before going to see him.
Yeah, nobody went. It's like, oh, come on, guys. So then it's just like, go do the job. Why? Like, there's something else going on here. It's a one-shot. Just do the fucking quest. Like, nope, there's definitely something going on here. Something smells fishy. It's like, oh, guys, come on, please. Just do the fucking quest.
Welcome to DM life.
Yes. It's a one-shot, right? Just do the quest.
You can prepare as much as you want. They will never do what you prepare.
No. So that's why I'll stop preparing, pretty much. Unless I know pretty much what they're going to be doing.
Yeah, the only time I prepare specific things is if they end just before it on the previous session.
So I've
like
got...
the example being, we ended just before the party, didn't we?
Yes.
So that was a perfect time to prepare the party.
Yeah, I already had the party prep, mate. So I've got pretty much all of Astrakhan prep now. But it's so loose that you can literally do whatever the fuck you want and I'll still be able to squeeze it in somewhere.
Yeah. That really is just the DM life, isn't it? Prepare as much as you want, they'll never do it. It's just fuck your preparations.
Yeah, I think it helps. Well, it doesn't help that my game is so open as well. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've got ideas for what to do after Ashtrakan, but ultimately it's down to what you guys want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to win, Steve.
I'm gonna make sure that doesn't happen. Nope. Shadow Man, you know, he's gonna be there all the way.
Mm-hmm.
No winning there.
You could always try and beat him, and then you might win.
I just like the thought process of what might end up happening in the future for Xantor.
Oh,
I might end up being the weirdest multi-class ever.
We'll see.
Because if that does happen, that is a very strange multi-class, isn't it? Because that's one you will never see.
8th level brewer.
No, well, you got to
Just
think,
one.
it's very rare to see a wizard multi-class into anything. Because wizards are kind of... The whole point of a wizard is their level 20 capstone is ridiculous.
Yeah, wizards have always been the most powerful when they survive to a high level.
Yeah, wizards are the ultimate example of low level equals shit, high level equals complete madman. That's why a lot of them are like the perfect thing for like a big bad at the end of the campaign, is having like a high level wizard.
Oh yeah, they're so flexible in how they can set up for a fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like late level wizards, by God, are they ridiculous?
Don't make me
Like
cast.
you get a what is it, two free casts of a third level spell at level 20 without using the slots.
I mean, that matters somewhat less than the fact that they have level 9 spells.
Yeah, but fireball's third level. So you get 2 free fireballs.
Yeah, I know. much more they can do.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I'm just looking forward to, if we do end up possibly double leveling from the amount of XP we get here, I will have access to my favourite spell in the game.
Which one?
Disintegrate.
Ah, a good one.
Powerful as fuck.
I think the dumb thing about it is it's something that you would never expect to be as low of a level as it is. Not that it is a low level, because it's level 6. But that's the kind of thing you expect to see at like 8.
I mean, you do get a saving throw.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But even still, if it's guaranteed damage, it's like you're guaranteed at least 40 unless they make the save. You know, because it's 40 plus dice.
They've just always kept them at the levels they were initially at.
Yeah.
They've never seriously redone the magic system except for allowing classes that are more flexible than Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
I would still say, as much as Wizard is my favourite class to play, personally, and I'm going to ask this question to everyone, what would you say is in your opinion, the best all-round class?
DM.
Okay. Player class. Because I know what my answer is straight away. Yeah, I know what my answer is straight away.
Best all-rounder.
I haven't played enough to say that.
Yeah, best all-rounder for me, Paladin. Because it can do literally everything.
Yep. Tank
It
damage.
can tank if you give it a shield, because they get heavy armor proficiency and shield proficiency. So they can have 20 AC.
They can have 21.
At level 1.
Yeah, 21.
Paladin.
3, I think.
Last catch me playing the.
You know, they have a good hit dice.
I just don't like them as
they can heal. You know, they can heal, they can cast spells, they can tank. They can actually do quite a bit of damage because of Divine Smite. You know, they can do pretty much everything.
Yep.
They're alright, but I wouldn't want to play one.
Yeah, I play one in my other Saturday game, which is hopefully starting back up again soon. And because of where the rest of the party aren't really very strong, I feel very overpowered in that group. And it's rather disheartening because I feel like a lot of them are struggling in the encounters because he's balancing them based on the whole group, and I'm such an outlier that it sort of fucks with the average.
That's when you start coming up with DM ways to fuck over the person who's overpowered.
Yeah, which is why I've also said, like, one of the items he's given me, just turned around to him and said, look, we need to nerf this item. Because he's given me a homebrew shield. We're level 9, and it's a +2. On top of the normal 2 bonus you get from shields.
Mm-hmm.
I have a 22 AC at level 9.
Yeah,
and 124 HP. And I can heal myself.
You just shouldn't... you gotta be careful with homebrewed stuff.
Yeah, which is why I said to him, look, we need to change this shield, because otherwise it's just going to put me at a point where you're killing every... Like, in the previous encounter we did before we stopped, he put 4 of the party... Like, this is now a 6-man party. It was an 8-man party. But in that 8-man party, he put 3 of the party members down before I even took damage. Because nothing was hitting me.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah,
Your DM adjust that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so far I've only given out 1 OP homebrew item. But it hasn't made a massive impact yet, I don't think.
Which one?
Rolang's hammer.
Oh, right.
Way OP, but it's fine. Like, it hasn't made a massive impact.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's hugely OP, but it is also very situational.
Yes.
Because it does involve him actually getting up to them.
Yes.
We don't have anything OP defensive-wise.
No.
And based on DPS, he does a little more damage than Falunchu doing sneak attacks, but not that much.
Yeah. We're pretty well balanced.
I think we were 150 to like 130 in damage per sec damage per
round.
Turn.
Turn, whatever. And of course, I'm not taking any damage while this is happening, so...
Rolang's got so much health, he can just tank it all.
Yeah.
And such a high AC that nothing actually fucking hits him.
Oh, it's fine. I can make it higher if you want.
The thing is, I try to get every enemy's attention so that, like, I'm the one who's soaking up the damage.
Yes.
I try to block
I try to
enemy's
avoid
direct line to the back line.
You've been fighting smart stuff though, so...
But it's like I try to avoid giving him the spells that will make him ludicrously tanky.
Yeah, like haste.
Because then it just kind of... Yeah, it just kind of negates a lot of the contest in some of the combat.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I just sit here constantly giving him haste or any of the other spells that can defend him, it's just gonna become kind of negligible on some of it. Like I could give him mage armor, because it's a touch spell. It's not a self spell.
Nope.
So I could give him mage armor. Not that it would help, because that just does AC plus Dex. So it wouldn't make a difference to him, but haste gives AC.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Get up, please.
All right. You're standing near the chest.
How long would it take for me to get a bit more fatigue points back?
And Isaiah.
I think it's about 1 per 10. Wait.
It's 1 per hour, half hour, something like that.
Yeah, it varies based on being fit or not. Hold on. I think it's in the characters book.
Yeah, but for fit, it only helps me get 1 fatigue point back because of most of it is because most of my fatigue point loss is because of casting.
Yeah, fatigue doesn't help with that. Where is fatigue? course, it's in the last page in the book.
That's always the case.
Hmm.
Fatigue points. Okay. That's the other book. God damn it. Apparently it's in campaigns. It's never where you're
No.
looking. Let me read.
Page 426, is that much?
Hold on, I'll see for something else. $4.26, you said?
We have fatigue costs and fighting in battle, hiking, running or swimming. Special abilities. Oh, it didn't help me. Lost fatigue points, there we go.
You have to have your move if you have less than 1/3 of your FP, by the way.
Yes. It doesn't say how you get it back.
Is it telling to me to look at page 16, the first book? Oh my
So,
god.
page 426, recovering from fatigue. One FP per 10 minutes of rest.
Okay. Tab to 5 minutes if you have the recover magic. Although that only applies to magic fatigue. Question is, how long do you want to give Imia to recover?
I'll give him 20 minutes because that's how long I need to get to max.
For him?
No, that's how long I need to get back to max. So.
Alright, well, Imia's still at how many fatigue points? Three?
You're muted, Anthony.
So it's half for my physical fatigue points, right?
I mean, how much did you have left after casting spells?
I had 3. No, 2.
Okay, so you waited 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 2 back. Which leaves you with how many? 4?
3.
3?
So you get 2
Okay.
back, you still at 3. I thought you had 2 anyway.
Yeah, he's still walking at half speed because he's fucking exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
What about my the fatigue point I lost because of the physical stuff?
I'm gonna say you can get those back at the same time, so yeah, you can have that one back.
Okay, so I'm at 4.
What's
Still
your...
at half speed.
Yep.
I'm at
The rest,
my
the rest
max is 7, so
is exhausted still.
I mean, Isaiah isn't. Yeah. Fuck. I mean, how much longer do you think you're gonna need?
another 10 to 20 minutes. That'll make that'll let me function decently.
Isaiah will look at Fred and see his reaction to this.
Fred shrugs.
He'll look at Jacob.
I don't want to carry him, do you?
Not entirely. Jacob, how do you feel about this?
I don't know, yeah. Take as long as we need to, I guess.
Alright, looks like we're waiting for you, Emu.
I'll keep an eye out.
Fred,
I'd say it will help.
Fred puts some more oil in the lantern.
Emmett takes the time until he's over half, so 6.
Okay.
That's 20 minutes.
Does Isaiah see anything? So he's keeping watch with Jacob.
No, you just hear random noises coming from that other tunnel.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit and light a cigar.
Can I get a light?
Oh, yeah, sure. And we'll just light another match for him, hold it out.
You do not have a ton of matches left unless you were carrying a shitload.
No, I've been keeping track of them. He's got like 5 left.
Isaiah will light a cigarette and thank you.
No worries.
You smoke a lot, do you?
Relatively, yeah.
Oh, what brand do you smoke?
Don't even remember, to be honest. Like, Matt doesn't remember. He would remember, I just don't remember myself.
These special cocaine cigarettes.
I mean, that's what Isaiah's smoking right now, so.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Cocaine.
You see Fred taking a sip from a flask.
Fred,
But
don't get
I
too drunk.
genuinely don't remember if he has a specific brand. I know he does, but I just don't remember what it is.
Alright.
I don't know about old West cigarette brands, but this sounds like a good time to look.
So I found one for Isaiah, and he smokes Moretti cigarettes. Moretti.
Are they fancy?
Fancy-ish, I think. It's just one that I found that was about at the time. That was in the US, not the UK.
It's not actually cocaine cigarettes, right?
No, it's not. I wish it's not. Basically, I'm only doing this, like, does Isaiah notice the brand that he's smoking? Is it a competitor or not?
These are full-blown cigars, not just cigarettes as well,
no,
though. So
Tobacco's tobacco. Yeah, not really, I know, but
Yeah.
still. Look,
Mm-hmm.
so Isaiah's not smoking his family stuff, but does he notice the brand that Jacob's smoking? Is it a competitor with his family or not?
Sure.
Are they a competitor? Is it his family's brand?
We're going to say it's a competitor.
Alright.
Does your family actually produce the cigarettes, or just the tobacco that gets made into them?
Just the tobacco, but you know.
Okay. Yeah,
do
this
they
brand.
produce cigar tobacco or just cigarette tobacco?
Yeah, they do. This particular brand does buy it from your family.
Okay. Oh, glad you're seeing that you're helping with the family business.
Just sort of. Huh?
Oh, my family back home, they grow tobacco.
Oh. Well, it's actually very good.
That it is. Don't know why I'm not smoking it though. Flips a cigarette and ends the conversation there.
Fred just shakes his head. What now? He says.
Emmy, you good?
Has it been 20 minutes?
Yeah.
I'll get up. Yes, I think I'm fine for now.
Well, it looks like we got a tentacle monster to deal with and a little girl to pick up. How old is this girl anyway?
Emmett doesn't know age, so.
Doesn't have time.
Explaining time travel to Enya is exciting.
It's gonna be confusing for Isaiah.
Confusing for all of you.
Yeah.
All right, what do you do?
I guess we
Guess.
start moving.
I guess we're heading in.
You gonna be able to cast magic without falling down? Fred asks him. Yeah.
A few spells, but mostly be relying on this, and he tugs at the rifle.
Oh, good, says Fred. Keep
Yeah.
it pointed. My only ask is that you keep it pointed away from me, he says.
Isaiah would like to side up to Fred. Is that boy know how to shoot? From what you're saying, I don't think it does.
I just sort of lean over to him and just quietly, yes, but barely.
My God, he's all gonna die.
Let's just say he's learning, says Fred.
Alright then, is anyone giving him any help?
I mean, Fred would have if Emiya had ever asked.
I think we need to get
He
that
asked
boy some help.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to get that boy some help.
Fred's always willing to teach people stuff.
Is Isaiah good enough to help? To teach him?
What, shooting? Well, with his own gun, yeah.
Okay. No, with the
How good
rifle. So he's got a rifle skill. A 15 rifle.
Yeah, in this time period, there are like differences between the actual rifles that reflect your skill points in them. But yeah, I'm sure he's good enough to teach rifle.
Okay. Because I know there is a mechanic for teaching, but I do not remember what it is.
I'd have to look, but in this case, it's generally just a good reason for you to put points into those skills if you've been doing it.
Okay.
There will be cases sometimes, like when you guys learned how to climb early on.
Yeah.
All right.
So, want me to go ahead and see what's going on? I don't need to see with the light. It's a recent addition. That move kind of quiet like.
Yeah, you actually find that the torch is annoying to this when you have this turned on.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
The eyeball kind of asks you if you want it on or off.
I'd like it on, please. He says out loud again.
That torch out of my eyeball, it tells you.
Look, I'm going to go ahead and turns his head away from the light. I'll be quiet. Don't you worry.
Fair enough.
You feel some internal slithering,
Oh,
Isaiah.
Oh, that doesn't feel good.
Don't worry, it's just me connecting myself to your nervous system, says the eye.
That is. I don't feel right, but okay, I guess. Thank you.
We're bound together now, it says.
Right. So he's
better-
saying this conversation out loud, by the way. Sorry.
Yep. You're only hearing half of it.
Yeah, I'm just sort of standing there like, I'm not even.
Fred is scratching his head like,
Since it's not a spirit, then you can't hear it.
Yes.
I imagine Gibby is very confused.
don't worry. Tying myself completely in through your systems, it says. It might feel a little strange, but it'll be over soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some questions later, but right now I've got a tentacle master to kill, I think. Maybe.
Okay.
Roll stealth.
It silences. Yeah.
Come on, good roll, good roll. Oh, that's not bad. That's a 10. That's a success by 6, I think. Oh, 5. Success by 5.
Alright. Alright, you creep down into the tunnel and eventually come to an opening into a huge cavern with looks like an underground lake. You have infravision, but you can see the difference in temperature between like the stone and the water.
Okay.
Page, and you can see that there's a person in it, and also some gigantic tentacled creature. I don't know if you'd ever seen like an octopus.
Isaiah wouldn't.
Yeah, but he has no real frame of reference here. It is sitting partway out of the lake, and you can hear some music coming from the figure you can see. Can't really tell what they are, but you can see that it's human shaped.
Okay. Can I get the scope of the rifle up to the eye and sort of zoom in on who's in the cage? No, I don't see detail. So, yep, scratch that.
No, yeah, you can, but it just shows
Yeah.
up as
A bigger blob.
yep.
Yeah, no, my bad, I forgot. No detail with the infravision.
We might have to work on seeing in darkness better, says the thing to itself, but also to you.
So what to say? Would that work in seeing better in darkness? What did it say? Sorry, I missed you, Kyle, at the beginning.
The thing as says to you, well, maybe we should work on better dark vision. It sounds thoughtful.
I mean, that would be very helpful, he says quietly.
I shall consider. There will be a cost.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that as well, because that don't sound too pretty.
You need things, I need things, it says.
Yeah, can we talk about this later? I don't want that thing waking up and hearing me. Do I have to talk out loud to you, or can I just talk in my head?
Well, let me invade your brain more, and perhaps we can talk head later.
Yeah, that don't sound too good neither.
In your temples.
What was that? Sorry, you
This
cut
will
out.
Oh, sorry. You feel a tingling in your temples. This will take some time.
Oh, this does not feel very nice, but okay.
If you like, I'll be able to control you like a puppet, it says.
No, that's fine. Thank you. I like having free reign.
We'll have to share, though.
Right. Yeah, we're going to talk about this later. Right now, there's bigger, more tentacle-like things to worry about. Isaiah will make his way back to the party.
Alright. The eyeball is silent.
Puts his hand up over the eye when he sees the torch.
You feel it grumping.
I'm not trying to restrict your vision. I just don't want you getting pissed by the light again.
The eye closes.
No, don't close. You gonna open again?
It seems to be sulking.
Oh my god. Brilliant.
Well, it is young, so.
Yeah, true.
It's throwing a tantrum because you pissed it off.
Yeah. So out there we got a giant tentacle thing. I don't really know what else to call it. And looks like there's a person in a cage. And a body of water as well.
Hmm.
And music grumps the eyeball.
And music as well. My bad. Thank you, eyeball.
I sort of just look at him and just, does the eyeball have a name?
It will do. I'm currently thinking of one, but there's quite a lot of tentacle monster thing to kill right now.
How about person says?
What was that, sorry? Yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, how about Jefferson?
Is that the eye or Fred saying that?
The eye.
I mean, Jefferson could work. Fuck it, Jefferson. Let's go with that. So,
Can I call it Jeff for short?
Did you hear that?
I don't care, it says.
Can I call you Jeff for short?
Fine.
Jeff it is. So yeah, Jeff. Me and Jeff. Me and my eyeball called Jeff. Anyway,
Fred shakes his head like this is the third weirdest thing he's seen today.
His name Jeff?
How many Jeffs are there now? I know, but how many Jeffs are there now?
Like 6.
A lot of Jeffs.
There's a Jeff in my game.
Oh, so Fred,
What did Fred say, sorry?
what do we do?
Well,
did you see, I don't know, rough size of the person in the cage? Did it seem the right sort of size to be the niece?
son, I asked, how old the niece was. Are they a kid or no? Nobody fucking answered me.
Matt doesn't remember, but Jacob would.
You know
They were
they're
in adulthood.
19.
Would you say
Oh.
15?
19.
19, okay. Sort of late teens.
Yeah, yes, maybe. That,
Yeah.
yeah,
Can you not?
that sounds about
Hello?
right. Hello?
Yeah, you're cutting out a little
Yeah.
bit. That is the main
No.
Yeah.
Blame Discord.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Uh,
about 19 looks about right, yeah.
Okay. So that
But-
could be her.
You can't actually tell that from your infravision, but they don't know that.
Okay.
I was literally just asking, does the size fit?
I mean, it's a humanoid-shaped blob, so yeah. I mean,
Well, yeah, they was human. I wasn't kid size, nothing, but they could have been sitting down. I don't fucking know.
Fair enough. Well, I guess we go and try then.
So,
What do we do about the tentacle
so
monster?
when I saw the tentacle monster and it was half out the lake, how close was it to the cage?
probably about 500 feet away.
Okay, and how far away are we from the cage?
Right now,
Yeah, well,
Probably-
we're at the mouth of the cave.
it's about 1,500 feet towards it, but it's essentially straight ahead of you, and the monster is off to the ahead and right.
Okay.
So it's not between you and them or anything.
No. I relay all this info. So yeah, it's the monster's sort of off to one side. Cage is dead in front of us, but it's a long ways off though.
That's right. So what do we do?
Don't know. I guess we try and.
I mean, do we have
Do
to
you reckon
kill?
we could get to the cage before the thing gets out of the water, or?
I've got no idea. It's maybe 500 feet away from the cage. I don't know how fast it moves. Don't know how long the tentacles are neither.
Were there stalactites overhead?
Some I see in vague temperatures sometimes, thanks to Jeff. I don't get no detail like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, all the stones mostly the same temperature.
If we knew that, we could probably scare it into the lake.
I'll puncture it with the static tights, mites, tights. Anyway, we need to do something, because I don't know. I don't know if that monster's
Yeah.
asleep because of the music or what. The music does soothe the foul beast, whatever the fuck it is.
It wasn't moving much. You'd see its tentacles slither every now and then.
I'll pass that on
Well,
as
I
well.
guess we've got to give it a try.
What are you trying?
I reckon we sneak in there, go up to the cage, open the cage nice and quiet like, and sneak out whoever the fuck's in the cage, whilst they continue to play music to keep the beast asleep.
Fred gestures at you with his lantern. What are we gonna do for light?
That was a very good question. Is there any lichen anywhere around?
Not really.
Ah, so it's all gone.
Not in this area. Yeah,
It was here.
it was here. It seems to have died.
Oh, that's not good. Oh. Did we see any on the way down?
Yeah.
I mean, we could always go back and get some of that glowy light and shit. It's soft light, not as harsh as the lantern. Could
Kind of
work.
hard to see off the walls, though.
Jacob, how sharp is your knife?
Well, as sharp as it could be.
You reckon you cut some of the lichen off the walls?
Well, do I reckon I could do that?
I mean, you could scrape some off, but you can't like cut through the stone.
Yeah, I don't think I could cut the stone, but I could certainly scrape it off if that's what you're after.
I really don't want to go in there myself. So I'm gonna need light.
Yeah.
This doesn't. I mean, you scrape some off the wall and stuff, but the lights go out pretty soon after you scrape it.
Yeah. Fred,
Yeah.
you say you've come across all sorts of horrors before, yeah?
Come across what? He says.
All sorts of horrors before.
Seen some weird shit. He says.
You ever killed a tentacle monster before? Ever heard it?
Don't think so. He says.
So if we was to shutter your lantern a little bit and go
How
in
big?
there with it,
How big is this thing? He says.
how big was it?
And what has Isaiah seen that's large to compare it to?
I don't know.
We guess at least the body part, is probably as big as 2 elephants.
Alright.
The 10 are, you would guess, some of them at least 100 feet long or more. I guess Fred lowers the lantern as much as he can, still allowing you to see the walls. Who's going first? He says genially.
I mean, I hate to say about me, I guess, although I am kind of long range.
He hands you the lantern.
I mean, I'm fine without it. Ain't I, Jeff? Does it open?
You can feel the eye thinking about it.
Then he turns away from the light.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm fine. He just sort of waves the lantern in Fred's direction.
Fred takes it. You've never met one of these fucking things before, he says Jeff to you.
Jeff says what, sorry?
You've never met one of these things before?
No, should I have?
Is Jeff?
Yeah, that's Jeff talking.
So, what was he saying?
He's asking me if I've never met one of these things before. I told him no, I have not.
Has Jeff met one?
Jeff, I was about to ask that. Jeff, you ever met one?
Yeah, he says.
Can we kill it?
I haven't really seen you kill much, he says. Probably not.
That is a good point, actually. How? What is the music doing? Is that made to go to sleep or something?
Oh, these things, they get people to work for them. And basically soothing to it. So it's probably captured this person and is forcing them to play.
Right. So if we free this person and then get them to continue to play whilst we get them out of here, do you reckon that'll work?
I reckon it's gonna get mad if you take away what it wants.
Right. So how
Can it
quickly
leave the water?
can it leave the water?
What water? Oh,
Water.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it can climb down these tunnels if it can fit, and it can fit through surprisingly small spaces. He says. You could try talking to it. You got anybody who can, I don't know, talk to beasts or something?
And
I just sort of turn
you
and
don't
look to
hear
him.
that.
Yeah.
You don't hear that.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Any of you boys able to talk to animals?
Now I sort of turn and look to him. Yeah, just.
I can.
You want to try talking to this thing? I don't mean Jeff. I mean the tentacle monster in the room ahead.
I can try.
Yeah, I mean if you can distract it for enough time, keep it away from looking at the cage, I can unlock it, and get the person out. Hmm?
What did Jacob say?
I think Mackie
He
said
has
he'll
to
be
go
back in a
pee.
minute.
Oh, right. Okay. Give me a minute. I'll be back too.
Oh, Amy gets to talk to a tentacle monster. Don't fuck it up.
He's just gonna go and ask for directions.
Oh my god. This is gonna go so well.
I have no idea what to freaking ask to distract him.
Neither do I. I can't help you with this one, I'm afraid.
I don't even know if it's gonna work. Maybe he's a freaking hybrid and I need to speak with hybrid.
No,
Thinking I'm gonna.
Jeff said it's a beast, so trust in Jeff. He wouldn't do us wrong.
Yeah, it's beast speech.
Alright. I'm back.
Welcome back.
How close is him you gonna get before casting it?
I'd rather wait until Mackie's back before we.
Yeah, I'm just curious.
Um. So what he said it was.
1500 feet to the cage, and the beast is 500 feet away from the cage, but not necessarily towards us, more towards the
Yeah,
water.
still close to 150.
He's gonna stay on the other side of the lake, but go around it so that he's like the tentacle monster is almost like in between him and the cage.
The length just extends along the whole cave. You would only be able to do that if you swam out into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, especially that. So he'll have to stay in the middle, like in the path that they're gonna take. Because if he goes along it, they're gonna see everybody take the person away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could walk up to the lake shore and be like diagonally across from the cage. You'd be away from the cage, but along the lake shore, but you'd have to get fairly close to the monster for that to happen. You figure you'd have to get. You'd be within 100 feet of it. Anyway, wait for Maggie.
I'm back.
Oh,
I literally just got back in the middle of you saying all that.
alright.
Welcome back.
It's gonna stay a bit further away than that. Then, with the size he said, its tentacles are probably gonna be able to reach him from 100 feet.
Yeah. But if you don't go any closer, you're basically just walking out of the cave directly to the right to the lake. Then you'd be about 150 feet from it. if I can draw this. Never tried drawing on this map.
Give me my candle back.
I think the worst part is I think the candle's making it harder to see it because the light covering up the white. There you go.
Like all this part to the right is lake.
So what the dice are, yeah?
No, the lake's
No, his right. His
Okay,
right.
can you
So,
just do a bit of shading or something then?
cage is over here. The monsters just kind of lounging here. And you guys are
all of this section that the dice are in is
It's like,
like
yeah, that's the lake.
Alright.
so we are
like-
currently...
You could walk straight over there and try to talk to the monster, in this direction while they're sneaking along the wall here.
Person is somewhere over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's better to do, like, than getting close. The closer I get to the tentacle monster, the more likely it is to see them sneak. But if I stay here, it'll be it'll be more focused on me, and they'll get on more in this peripheral vision.
Alright.
There you go, Steve.
Thank you. Also helps stream.
Alright, so I think once he'll try to get to the coast before activating his beast speech.
Okay, and there will be a distance penalty. Do you know what it is? Or should I look it up?
Isn't it the effect on myself and then I talk?
You may be right. Let's open the magic book. We'll just assume it is for now. I don't want to look it up right now. Alright, do you guys wait for Emiya to get over there?
No, Isaiah sneaks as soon as he moves, because he's gonna need time to get there.
Okay, make stealth rolls, anyone who's going with you.
Oh, come on.
Fred is staying back. He
Okay.
gives you the lantern.
Oh, that's 14. Success by 1. Oof.
What was it you were saying? What roll is it?
Stealth, so that's dex roll if you don't have it. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's a success by 13.
Should we assume that Jacob is carrying the lantern?
Yes, yeah. Isaiah's got Jeff open. I want to call him Doug then, Jeff.
Yeah. Alright, so Jacob's a little bit behind you, I assume.
Yeah, just because of where he was saying he needed to keep the light up.
Alright, Emiya, about this point, you've got your spell cast.
Okay. 8, 9. Okay, that's a success.
All you see is a floating lantern because I rolled so hard. I'm the Falunchu of this game.
He'll shout hello.
A human?
God damn it. Let me just modify my fatigue points before we start.
Oh, I could always use more humans.
Well, I was more asking about the cave. I seem to have lost my way, and I'm looking for someone dear to me.
God.
I doubt you'll find them in this cave. It's just me and my friend Lucille.
Oh, is that so? Have
Yeah.
you?
What was the name of the niece?
Some asshole came in and
I don't fucking know.
killed both my friends. Hey, are those your friends sneaking along the wall there?
Oh, no.
He'll look around. I don't see anyone. It's too dark for me to see.
Over there by the lantern.
Shit.
Fuck.
It had a good perception roll.
God damn it.
It didn't see all of you, but it saw
I was
some
about
of
to say,
you.
because it's. I was about to say, I think the only reason it sees me is because of the lantern at this point.
Yep. They're not trying to steal Lucille, are they? It says.
We don't
I
understand
need
it
her.
yet, so.
I'm assuming it's not something we can understand.
No, you just hear
In which case,
blubbering.
we're still moving.
So the I don't think we were ever given the name to the niece, have we?
No.
No. Hey, you should warn your friends. Waves.
He'll turn to the guys. He saw you.
He waves his tentacles threateningly in your direction.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I'm just exploring.
Yeah.
They
I was like a
we
cigarette.
just He'll turn to the tentacle monster. We just thought that maybe it was our friend that was lost. They wanted to just make sure if it was her or not.
It's always lost people who bring me comfort, it says. It slithers closer to the cage. It waves the tentacle kind of admonishingly.
Well, since it doesn't seem to be our friend that we were looking for, we'll leave you alone for now.
Well, you
And
could stay. I can build you another cage.
no, we have important duties to do back home.
You can stay and tell me stories, it says. It starts slithering towards him, yeah.
he'll, he'll look at the guys. We gotta move.
Can I talk to Jeff?
Yeah.
Quietly. Jeff, what do these things want? Let me try for this person.
They want people to bring them joy.
Ask how the fuck we can bring a joy.
He wants me to stay to tell him stories.
Well, tell him a fucking story then.
He's going to capture me
Tell
and
him
let me have me stay here forever.
Tell him a fucking story right now. Oh fuck, he doesn't know your skills.
It's closer and closer to him, yeah.
Tell him a fucking story.
It's about 50 feet away now.
I apologize, but my magic won't last for long. I wouldn't be able to tell you a story long enough that my energy would last.
That's okay, I will keep you forever. Your energy will come back.
He is backing off.
It's about 25 feet away now.
He's backing off even faster.
No, I'll feed you.
Imia, you move the gnome. We'll just pretend the gnome's you.
Yeah, that's basically what we've been doing. The pencil is the monster.
It's about here now.
Okay. In which case.
He's moving like this.
Yeah.
So he's not looking at Jacob and Isaiah anymore then, yeah?
Actually, you can see one giant yellow eye pointed in your direction right about here.
Does it look familiar?
No.
Okay.
It also places some tentacles blocking the path.
Oh man.
What? Are your friends good for anything?
I don't think they have stories, and they're not able to talk to you like I can.
Can they play music?
I haven't seen them play any music, so I would guess not.
They must have something useful.
All they know to do is fight.
Oh, they could fight for me.
Oh god, why did I say that? The great spirits help me now.
Entrance.
I think by this point his beast speech stops.
I mean, you could make it if you want, probably.
A what?
Do you want to maintain it?
If I maintain it more than now, he won't be able to move.
At all? Or just half?
At all, he'll be at 1.
I mean, he'll still be able to limp, move half speed until he's down to 0. Also, he still have slight power stone left, as I recall.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you.
He'll cut it now and tell the other two we've got it. And Fred, we have to escape now.
Yeah, we can't. There's tentacles in the way.
Its tentacles are now coming around this way, too.
Oh my god.
It keeps trying. It looks like it's trying to talk to him. Yeah. It makes blubbery roaring noises.
Unfortunately, I think we may have to fight him.
Yeah. So
It
is that
points.
good consensus?
Fred is like, Imya?
Because I can shoot the eye.
I've lost my ability to talk, and all it wants to do is capture everyone.
Can you talk it out of it?
I don't have enough energy to do it.
I asked if you had. Oh my god, says Fred.
Jacob, we doing this or what?
I think we might be.
Okay, I'll draw the rifle. Oh, yeah. And aim
I'm
at the
gonna
eye.
draw 2 knives. Do the same.
Alright.
Then I'll
Right,
shoot the
let me
eye.
just bring up.
Oh,
You do that first. I've got to find my
Alright, so take 3
Okay.
seconds to
Hit
aim and I'll
locations.
shoot the eye. The yellow one
Okay.
that's looking at us.
If you aim the gun at it, it just swings a tentacle at the lot of you.
Oh, okay.
Attempt to dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's gonna be a hard dodge, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
What is dodge again?
Oh, that's
Move
good.
+3.
That's 6.
And I get extra from combat reflexes,
Yeah,
don't I?
you get +1.
Yep.
Same as me.
So it's move +4.
Yeah, so move +4.
So
Succeed by 4.
right. Hey!
not a quick contest.
Success by 5.
Ah,
Success by 5.
And it's not a quick contest, is it? Because it's just a pass or fail.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although, and the only thing you really accomplish is backing up against the wall.
That's fine, we get away from the misty
It
attack.
doesn't hit anything.
Am I still maintaining the aim or not? I think I
I
am.
don't know. Aim through a dodge.
No, I think we've ruled that you can.
I don't
I think you ruled that way before.
possibly. Make me a rifle roll. We'll see if you can do it.
Well, musket, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Success by 1.
Good enough.
Alright, do you want me to roll mine
It
now
doesn't
as well?
seem to
Or
be
do you want
trying to
go
hurt
first?
you. It starts gesturing towards the cage.
So, how many seconds of aim did I get?
Well,
1, 2.
2. Although it's getting ready to swing a tentacle again.
Okay, so
Well,
what's
I'm going to do my roll now since I didn't do it just now.
what was the modifier for hitting an eye again? Minus what? Minus 8?
Eyes are -9.
Minus 9. Okay. Oh, that's fine. +1. I'm not. I'm plus nothing. That's fine. Can I shoot the eye?
You can try
I'd like to try to shoot the eye.
moving around, so it's not the easiest target, but yeah.
Okay. Well, it's a straight roll at the minute, so. Oh, that's not good. That's 14. Success by 2.
It dodges, and you hear your shot hit the ceiling overhead.
Great.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do my throw because I was gonna do that. I was just looking up my minuses. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, you've got one hand free.
Just one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unless you have 3 arms.
Well, that fails. Well, I didn't say I was aiming for anything.
It roars angrily.
Yeah, I didn't say I was aiming for anything. So
Technically, it's a
that does
success.
succeed by 2.
Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
Hit location.
I don't remember what
You hit it in the tentacles.
I don't remember my damage off the top of my head.
It's on your
Because
sheet. It's one.
they're special knives, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's +3, isn't it, for damage?
It's 1d6 plus 4, which we're just gonna call 2d6.
Oh, okay, I'll just roll the second one then. So that was a 6.
Nice.
No, that was a 1. It's a 7.
It
Would
hit
have been
it in
10.
the tentacle, but like you don't suspect it did a hell of a lot of damage. It seems to have a thick hide or a thick skin, rubbery. It swings the tentacle on its right side at you.
Dodge roll, I'm guessing.
Mhm.
No, you roll. That's how you roll. That's 11.
Ooh,
That's success. Just.
That's a
6
fail
plus
by
4.
3 for me.
Oh shit, I failed by 1 even. 6 plus 4 is 10, not 11. Yeah, I
Yeah,
failed.
Alright.
I failed by 3.
It kind of grabs you with the tentacle and deposits you where Imya is.
Okay. That's fine.
It roars, but doesn't do anything. It lets you go. Seems to be roaring at Imya in particular.
Can I begin to reload?
Mhm.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna roll quick draw ammo for quick reload, see if I can get it down by turn.
Alright. The thing is, based
It's cocked eye.
the tunnel, it's not far away.
Oh, come
Imya?
on. It's 11, 13, quick draw ammo. It's 15, so yeah, success by 2. Sweet, so it takes 3 turns instead of 4.
It doesn't seem to be attacking you, it's just yelling at Imya.
Yeah, I mean, how much, how weak you gonna be if you talk that again? You are muted.
I won't be able to move after.
At all, or just not very well?
Well, after holding it for a minute, I'll just simply lose consciousness.
I guess we should start backing away now then.
You can burn hit points, and I don't know if you have any Power Stone left.
Yeah,
You said
I can
you
cast
said
it.
to it.
I can cast it. It leads me as if I use Power Stone once, and that I'll be at 1 fatigue point.
You can still move then.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll cast it again.
It's yelling at you about what the hell are your friends trying to pull here?
They don't like the idea of being captured.
Well, they shouldn't come into my house and fuck with my things, it says.
Can we make an exchange? I say as an apology, and you let those two go.
Yes, I will make you a place to live, it says.
He turns to Isaiah. Go. I'll find a way to escape. He says it
Son,
quietly.
how the fuck you gonna escape?
You forget I can turn into a spider.
Yeah, good point. Alright then. Fine. Fine. Big tentacle monster thing. You take young Imya here. Fine.
Your eyeball says slick.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
I
Alright.
just turn and start walking away.
I'm afraid we have to stop here, though, so I gotta get ready to take more to physical therapy.
Okay.
All right.
No worries.
I hope everything goes well for her.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, good. She's walking around and she's got the boot on, but she can walk without the crutch
Oh,
pretty
nice.
well. So,
That's always good.
yeah, she's doing good.
Can I clarify what happened? Because I'm not entirely sure I remember.
What happened with what?
With Mora.
Mora.
Oh, there was this weird curb in front of our apartment door at the other place, and she stepped on it wrong and her ankle snapped.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
She had to get a plate put in and a bunch of pins and shit.
Okay.
Your team plate and pins.
Right before the move. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
Hopefully
cyborgs now.
that all becomes more dealable.
We're gonna undergo cyber psychosis.
Not without me.
I hear doggo.
Yep. Alright guys, I gotta
All
No
right.
worries.
So, do we get a point? No, we're playing Wednesday.
Yep. That's the plan.
For both, yeah?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah, I should be around Wednesday.
Okay.
Oh, good. Alright,
I'll
bye,
talk to you.
stream.
5, 7. I'm at 7.